Hey guys, welcome back to Reef. So today we're gonna have a little bit different of a video. My lights are already off and I really don't want to turn them on and make the corals open up and then close up for like 11 minutes. So I'm just gonna let it be. I got this little lamp heel out. And so pretty much we're just gonna talk about what I run on my tank, what equipment I have in my tank, and what I dose, stuff like that, you know. We'll just let this ride and see how it works. I'm sorry about my talking, I'm not very good public speaker or anything like that. So I'm working on that. Hopefully, you know, we'll get a lot better as time goes by. But the first thing that I run on my tank is the Radions by Ecotech Marine, and these are the Gen 3s, XR15s, and I've had these for like, what is it, a year and a half, and I have a third one, but it's for that tank that I've had a long time. And I run my lights 12 hours, just straight hour, 12 hours straight. Turn on at 11, turn off at 11 at night. Another thing that I use is this reactor by who is it? Kent Marine, and I picked this up at Petco a couple years back when I had the 20 gallon, and I just run carbon in it. You know, nothing special like bio pellets or anything like that, just straight carbon, and feels pretty good for me. I also run Kimmy Pure on this side. I don't know if you can't see it, but it's in there. And bio balls or bio media, pretty much. And that's pretty much all that I have filtration wise. I guess I just want to do filter floss. I use filter floss, and I used to use the Swim Socks, but I found that I was real time consuming, I guess you could say, having to use filter socks. I had like 6 at a time at one point, and you know, you use them, then you gotta clean them, and then reuse them and clean them, and it's just a hassle. And with the filter floss, I found that you can just use it, toss it out, put some more, and for like $3 or $4 a bag, it's pretty worth it to me, anyways. I run an Eheim heater and an ATO. I run the ATO is by Innovative Marine as well, and the reason I like that ATO is because it doesn't have a required pump. It just, how should I say it? It's just the brain of it, I guess you could say, the brain, and you go out and buy your own pump. So if you have a smaller tank, you can buy a small pump, like a Maxi Jet or whatever they're called. And then if you have a bigger pump, you have your bigger tank that requires more water, you can just go buy a bigger pump. Like I have this one, if you can see, and I picked it up at Petco for a couple bucks, and you know, it does a job. The ATL setup's not that luxurious or anything. Like, I mean, I just have a piece of clear tubing that runs right over the tank, and you really don't notice it too much, but it's there. And it's kind of nice work, but I can live with it. What else? My pumps, or wave pumps, or whatever you want to call them. I use some pumps from Petco, and they're not the prettiest at all by any means. They are an eyesore and they stick out immensely. And I run 2 of the big ones, one smaller one, and that's pretty much it for waves. I'm thinking about upgrading here pretty soon. I'm just tired of having them there. They take up so much space, and not necessarily space as in like that I could use, but space hasn't. They're just like there, instead of, you know, having your more condensed and slicker looking. So I'll probably end up switching those here soon out and finally giving something a try out that's not these. I've had these for a long time. I'm talking about like since I started up. I've gone through several different tanks and I've always used these. I've always wanted to try something like what do you call them, the Eco Tank marine pumps. I forget what they're called, but they're wave makers, and I never have. I've used this thing, the high door that's made for those pumps. But I found that after a while, you pretty much, the pumps lose their power that they have, and they just don't push as much water. So I stopped using that, and I might hook it up for a while again, just while I get a new one, so it has more random flow. Because I mean, it's a steady stream right now, and it's been like that for like a year. But everything grows. I mean, let me focus again. You know, it's just something that's kind of worked for me right now. What else? So stuff that I dose, let's see. I dose phytoplankton, Reef Plus for the amino acids, and then Reefroids. And that's pretty much what I feed. I also feed some mysis shrimp and like frozen amphipods or whatever you call them, and fish eggs every now and then. But I use reef crystals for my water. That's what I've always used since I started my first tank up, and probably the same thing I'll keep using throughout my life. And one more thing that I do use is let's see, I use Kalkwasser, and I use this one by Brightwell Aquatics, and I'm a big fan of this one. I had a friend recommend it to me a while back, and I used it on a previous tank. Actually, it was this tank right here when I previously had it set up, and I'm talking about everything just took off for the longest time, and then everything started looking like, I guess you could say, I don't know, like crap. I guess you could say crap. Like it went downhill. I couldn't figure out why, and turns out it was my Kalkwasser. You should really test whatever you dose in there, just so you don't overdose, you could say, because I did. But luckily we caught it within time, and we didn't lose much. I think I lost like that Montepora right there. Pretty much all of it. The original calling that I had, I lost most of it, and had like this small frag. I mean, I know that's small, but I'm talking about small, like really small, like that piece right there. It's sitting right there, small, and I grew it back from that, and it's been growing again. So yeah, definitely test what you dose. What else? I guess we could talk about the ugly in this tank currently, aside from the ugly pumps. So currently, I'm struggling with vermid snails, or whatever you call them, and they're growing just everywhere in between my hammers and on my rock. Let's see where I get some more hiding over there, and just everywhere in general. Like, I take them off, break them off, and stuff, but it takes a while, and it feels like a downhill battle. So I'm working on that. Another thing that I currently have is this beautiful patch of Aptasias. That one and that one back there. See if it focuses. And for the most part, I've always had Aptasias, like one here or there, and I've always kept it under control with Aptasia RX. But I don't know, they seem like I've, injected them with Aptasia RX multiple times now, and they keep coming back in that same spot. So I don't know what's going on with that. We might just have to electrocute them with that one rod thing. Don't remember the name of it, but we might try that out later on if I can't get it under control. What else do we have? Currently starting to grow some algae. I haven't had an algae issue in pretty much the whole life cycle of this particular tank that I've had up. And I've had this one for a year. But I'm starting to see patches here and there of algae, like right there, and see if I can't find another one. Oh, sorry. Right there. So I'll probably throw some fluconazole and feed a little bit less, because I've been feeding pretty heavily with the Reef and stuff, so that's probably my problem. But that's pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing too exciting currently. Tank, like I said, tank's off, but just a bunch of frags on the ground. Like I said, these frags came from this colony, and this one's actually growing a bunch more. You can see, like on this head right there, there's a couple little buds growing out of it. These have a bunch too growing out of them. Let's see if we can focus. And this thing just grows ridiculously. I chip off those little chips every now and then and glue them on frag plugs. And I'll take them into my local stores and stuff for credit for other stuff. But there's nothing too exciting. Nope. Sorry guys. My jawbreaker is actually starting to move, so he's leaving his little pieces of his leg behind, which is good because that means we'll have new baby jawbreakers here soon that we can trade out and stuff for more goodies. Soil garden is looking pretty good. Second soil garden is starting to grow. Most of these frags I've got them with like 2 or 3 polyps, and most of them have at least 3 polyps now, so we're getting somewhere there. I really need to do something about this frags. I'm real tired of them. They look horrendous there, which is actually why I have this thing sitting here, because I was actually going to set it up here and put all my frags in there and just let them grow out there separately away from my display tank. I hate having frags laying around in my display tank. It's an eyesore. But I'm probably going to be moving this tank somewhere else and setting it up for my frags. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. If you like these videos, give it a subscribe and give it a like, and I'll keep posting every week. I'll try my best to post at least once a week, and sometimes my schedule gets a little busy, but if we have to do it like this with lights off, so be it.